And Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Can I turn on your radio?
Yes, already.
It's almost showtime.
Who's your favorite talk radio personality?
That's Todd. He's weird.
Monday through Friday.
He's strange.
5 to 7.
Sloppy.
I mean, he sounds perfect.
He's dreamy.
What do you say? Let's get it going.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown. Seriously funny. On WHIO.
I'm William Shatner. I've done a lot of things in my career, but this takes the cake. This is so cool. You, Todd, today, it's all about you. This is just a big fat excuse for me to say hi to you. Hi. It's exciting. It makes me want to celebrate. Makes me want to get up out of this chair. Makes me want to sing. Makes me want to dance. Makes me want to shout. Kick my heels up, throw my hands up, toss my head back. No, really, people should be shouting your name in the street. Come on now, sing that song. Sing it out loud. Yeah, boy. Yeah. You make me wanna.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is rolling on Facebook and YouTube. Tonight on the show, it's Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union. We're going to have some folks here from the Salvation Army just after 6:35, talking about a big event coming up this Friday. Also, we've got MOTLEY CRUE tickets to give away. I don't know if you saw this story last night. Prisoners at a Ohio prison getting struck by lightning through the storms yesterday. Oh, my gosh. We're going to talk about that. I've got a story, something that I witnessed many, many years ago. Also a Florida man story. He was caught speeding, one of those super speeders. But the reason he gave just didn't fly. So we've got a discussion about that. And so much more. But first, we have a top 5 here.
Give me 5, man.
I'll give you 5.
You're at number 5.
We're talking about 5.
There's 5, sir.
I'll give you 5.
5 chubby digits. So I posed this question on my Facebook today, and I thought this might be a fun, easy conversation people could chime in on. Today is National Vinyl Record Day. Now, yeah, my producer, he loves that idea. He loves the vinyl records. Yeah. Well, they're making a comeback. You know, one time that's all there was. And then the CDs came along and or cassettes and then the MP3s. But now vinyl records are back and popular more than ever. So I was thinking, what are your top albums that you might still own? Now, I used to have, I'm not kidding, I've talked about this on the show. At one point, I had, I don't know, between 700 and 900 albums, something crazy like that. A lot of those I inherited from my father, who had collected, but a good portion of those were mine. But I have whittled that down to about 50 because, as you know, moving albums around, not an easy thing. Holy cow. Just a pain. They take up a lot of space. But I still have some albums that I love. So I thought I'd give you my top 5. Number 5 in my collection, In Excess Kick. That's from 1987. That album came out when I was a senior in high school, and it really was the soundtrack of my senior year and my first couple of years in college. Number 4, this came out in 1994, REM Monster. I love that album so much. I love all of REM's albums, but that one, for some reason, that's that What's the Frequency, Kenneth? I love that tune. Number 3 on the list, I had to do some work to get this one because I had it on CD, but I do own it. Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory. That came out in 1995. That I love. Now, my 2 favorite. I would say this is my favorite overall, but I didn't put it as number 1 because my number 1 favorite is a very rare, iconic album. Number 2 on my list, The Police, Synchronicity. Just the best. Just the best. But my number 1 on the list today is from 1956. It's the self-titled Elvis Presley debut album, Elvis Presley. I still have that, the mono version. Some of those records, the copies of that have gone for as high as like $2,000. It's crazy. Mine's not worth that much, but I just love it. It's a piece of history. It's just really cool to have. So if you have a great vinyl record that maybe you still own, a lot of people, that's what they do. They get rid of all the stuff that they're sort of marginally interested in, and then they keep their 5 or 10 favorites, even if they don't have a turntable. But that's what they do. That's what they do. So, if you got something like that, 937-957-1290. I saw this story, and I've never been tubing before down a river, but I know that is a very popular activity for many folks in our area. We have a lot of rivers, especially the Little Miami. That's a big one that people go tubing down. I don't know if people go tubing on the Great Miami or Stillwater or any of those others. Maybe they do. But I know I've seen this on Little Miami River. But you got to be careful. There's a story coming out of Michigan about 3 people. There's 2 women and a 9-year-old little boy. They went tubing down the Muskegon River. Now, here's the story. Last Tuesday is when they launched down the river. At some point, though, something went wrong with their inflatables. Their tubes stopped tubing, and they ended up stranded in the dense woods. They got off the river. It got late, and they couldn't go any further. I guess they had floated too far down the river to really, walk back. I mean, there's not always trails that you can easily access. But these poor people, holy cow, they spent 3 days in the woods trying to survive. They dealt with dehydration, bug bites. They didn't have any shoes, which I find odd. I feel like if you're going to go down the river, you should be wearing shoes. Not new shoes, obviously, but really old shoes, beat up shoes. I remember when I went rafting on the New River many, many, many years ago. You wear shoes on that. Maybe some crappy shoes, but you wear them in case you fall out. You don't want your feet to get cut up on the rocks on the bottom of the river or, in the woods or whatever. But that day they didn't come back. A relative called and said, hey, these folks are missing. So they started sending out rescue parties. It took them 2.5, 3 days to find these folks. The family reportedly survived by drinking river and swamp water, eating tree bark. I didn't know you could do that. Eat tree bark? Wildflowers, okay. And they ate ants. The adults ate the ants. I guess they did have some food, but they gave it to the little kid, which, okay, I guess is nice. Rescuers tracked the group after finding clues like a damaged inner tube, trampled weeds, muddy footprints. They followed the trail and finally found them about a half a mile from a popular boat launch. They were found just after 4:30 p.m. on August 7th. Officials say their survival was remarkable given the harsh conditions. So my question was, have you ever been lost like that? Have you ever gone somewhere and just get lost? Now that is harrowing because you're out in the woods and this is Michigan. I believe there are bears in Michigan, much like there are some bears here. So that would be a little precarious out there in the wilderness. You and one other person and a 9-year-old you got to take care of. But maybe your experience wasn't quite like that. I got lost years ago. I went on a cruise with my mom and dad and little sister, and it was one of those Disney Bahama cruises. And we sailed into Nassau, and I was 18, 19 years of age, and I wanted to go do my own thing. And mom and dad were like, okay, fine. So I got off the boat there in Nassau, just started walking just to see what there was. Well, 3 hours later, I couldn't find my way back to the stupid ship. I had to ask for help back, and I was completely lost, and I was alone. I was in the Bahamas. I could have been kidnapped and held for ransom. That's what could have happened. But, yeah, of course, I made it back, but I was really, really tired when I got back. 3 hours of walking up and down hills in Nassau is not the way to go. So if you've ever been lost somewhere, and clearly you survived it because you'll be calling, but I would love to hear your story. 937-957-1290.
Sir, please identify yourself.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Well, who is this guy? Where did he come from?
Maybe he escaped from the circus.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I mean, this guy is something else.
That's for you. Keep listening to the radio.
on WHIO.
Oh, for crying out loud. Ooh, Kiss Alive. Yes. C.W. McCall. I am done with the rain. Done with the rain. Holy cow. Oh, wah, Leslie, wah. Wah. Nope. I timed it perfectly, Dennis. I'm so fast. I'm so fast. I dashed in between the raindrops. How you doing, Zach? Ted Lasso tonight. I'm excited. I don't know if anybody else watches that on the live stream. It's on Apple TV. Love that show. Episode 2, season 4 tonight. Woohoo! Good Lord, this break is lasting forever. Jeez.
Latest at 5:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Can we have some fun now, please?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Oh, Florida man shines with every single crime, stupefying and delicious. Some might even think fictitious. Florida man is always ambitious. Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Well, we do have a Florida man, and this is one of these stories. Florida man never ceases to deliver on the goods. So this guy, he was stopped in DeSoto County, Florida. He's a super speeder. You know, we have that super speeder law here, don't we? I think so. Or they were talking about it. Either way, this guy was going 110 and 60 and a 60 mile an hour zone. Now, why was he speeding? And we've talked about this on the show before. Good excuses that have gotten you out of a ticket, maybe just issued a warning. I looked online and I found a survey that a TV station down in Kentucky did, asking what are the most common excuses that worked for you getting out of a ticket. Now, before I get to the Florida man gist here, number one on the list, I didn't realize I was speeding. Between 26 and 32% of the time, according to this survey, that worked to get you out of a ticket and just a warning. And with varying degrees of success, here's what followed. There was a medical emergency. I was just keeping up with the flow of traffic. I'm running late for work. I have an urgent need to use the bathroom. And last on the list, I didn't see the speed limit sign. That only had a success rate of about 14 to 17%. Nowhere on that list includes what the Florida man told the state trooper when he was stopped at 1 a.m. in the morning, August 1st. When asked why he was driving so fast, body cam video shows the suspect telling the deputy he was on his way to catch his girlfriend cheating. He was on the way to her house. Well, he gets arrested, of course, because he was going over 50 miles an hour over the speed limit. That's automatic arrest. And the video, the body cam video, also catches him saying, I'm just in shock now. I'm in the back of a cop car listening to Boss Man D Low at 1 o'clock in the morning to catch my girlfriend cheating. And now I'm going to get bailed out by her. Do you think she bailed him out? That's my question. We'll never know.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
We're having chili tonight for dinner. And Mary discovered this recipe. It is so good. So, lots of times when people make chili, they have cornbread. Well, what she did is she took some cornbread mix. She took the seasoning from a box of stovetop stuffing, this rosemary, mixed it with the cornbread, and then put the cornbread on top of the chili and threw that in the oven. Holy cow. She also used the Hey, Kelly. I can't see those people dancing, those emojis. Looks like it. It's kind of small on my screen. Yeah, I'm going to go. Mary sent me the details.
Depend on it.
Everybody, could I have your attention, please?
I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Now, hold on, dummy. Just you listen to me.
Now, listen to me carefully.
Boys got something to say to me? Why don't you talk in the microphone?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny, on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. It is Wing It Wednesday, coming up after 6:30. By the way, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. We will have guests from the Salvation Army, Major Misty and Captain Rebecca. No, they are not superheroes. Though they could be. They could be. But they're going to be here talking about a very cool back-to-school bash that's happening on Friday. Mary sent me a text, my wife. She said, we're having chili for dinner. And we just had chili like last week. But it was so good, and I thought, well, I'm going to share this because today seems a little bit like a chili day. It really does. I think chili would be really, really tasty today. She started doing something, and I'm sure other people have done this before, but I didn't know that this was a thing. She took a box of stovetop stuffing, and I guess there's a cornbread, a stovetop cornbread. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought she DIY'd it, but she took a box of stovetop stuffing, put it in put the chili in a casserole, put this on top, and then put it in the oven. And it's this rosemary flavor. Holy cow. It's just the best. So maybe try that sometime. Try that. 937-957-1290 is our telephone number. I saw this story. This is causing a little controversy in a liquor store in Oklahoma. I believe it's in Oklahoma City. So, and it caught my attention because a week or so ago, Mary and I were out running around, and we went to a Goodwill in Beaver Creek. And there was a guy probably in his 40s, early 40s. He and a woman, they were walking into the store, and he was one of these guys that has, wears the saggy pants, and you see his underwear. Like he's hanging, it's hanging, it's sagging. And you see his underwear. Well, two things came to my mind. One, being in the early 40s and doing that seems a little, I don't know, out of date. I feel like that's not really something a guy in his 40s would be doing. Probably not even the 30s. Maybe early 20s, but that's really the limit. The other thing that I saw is that he was holding up, the side of his pants to kind of keep him from falling, though you could still see his underwear, his boxers. With one hand, his left hand, and in his right hand, he was walking on a cane. And I thought, boy, that makes it really difficult to do anything, right? I mean, if you're walking on a cane and you're trying to hold your pants up, what do you do when your cell phone rings? Do you open the door for other people, for your wife, or is she opening the door for you? I mean, what do you do? Your hands are busy. But anyway, that's what's going on at this liquor store in Oklahoma. They've put up a sign telling customers to, quote, pull up your pants before entering. Store employees say the rule was introduced after repeatedly seeing customers wearing saggy pants and exposed underwear. They insist the policy isn't aimed at any particular group, but it's simply their way of setting a standard for what they consider appropriate clothing. But of course, this is causing some controversy, a debate between the balance of what they say personal expression. That's your expression. Okay. And business owners' right to set the rules. So that's going on down there. That's quite a debate, I guess, happening online. It's a little odd looking, I will admit, but I don't understand that aspect of the culture. So if it means something to them, okay, fine. But at the same time, sometimes you forget when you go into a business, it is public, it's open generally. But if it's privately owned, like if it's a mom and pop place, it's their business. It's like you're coming into their home. Many of them look at it that way. So, if you're going to go into somebody else's home, you got to follow the rules. And that's kind of the way I see it. But not everybody does. I get it. We have to issue an adult content warning here.
Warning. We have young ears present.
That's very adult, Todd.
How salacious.
Here it comes.
This is your last warning.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
Well, this happened in Australia last week. This is a great story. I think it could have happened Monday. It says on Monday, but I don't know if this, when the story posted, if it was over the weekend or maybe it was late on Monday. But I had a couple of people send me this story. So this is interesting. There were two guys over the weekend that were out on a drive. They, sometimes on the weekends you want to get out. Maybe the weather's nice. You want to get out and enjoy it. You kind of go out. You got your errands. But maybe you take the long way, right? We're going to take the long way and just sort of enjoy the drive, enjoy the scenery. Well, these guys were out on this long drive, and they decided to take a break and stop just to relax, I guess. I guess driving around wasn't relaxing enough. But anyway, while they were hanging out, they noticed a suitcase on the side of the road. Now, I don't know if I would approach such a thing. Like, if you see a random suitcase on the side of the road, what are the chances that you are going to go and open it? I don't know that I would do that. I would feel like I'm walking into something that could be really bad. Well, they went and investigated. And they opened it up a little bit, and what did they see inside? They saw a body. They saw a body inside that suitcase. And apparently, as you can imagine, if you would discover something like this, you would be just mortified. You'd be shocked. So they called the police like they're supposed to, and the cops show up. They look in there. They see, oh, yeah, looks like a body. So they bring out the DNA experts, the crime scene folks, and they take it away for investigation. And then the next day they announce, we've got this major crime. A body has been found in this suitcase along the side of the road. So everybody's abuzz, like, oh my gosh, they found a body in the suitcase. Well, upon further inspection, it turns out it was an abandoned sex doll. Now, I don't have a sex doll. I've seen pictures of sex dolls on the interwebs. And I will say that I guess in poor lighting, they might look legit. But this one was wearing clothing. It had hair. It had a nose piercing. And it also had, according to investigators, markings that resembled bruises and grazes. What kind of sex doll is this? This is very, very concerning. But, the forensic teams and the police say they followed the book. They did exactly what they thought they should, because I guess when they got to it, it was at night. So hard to see. Again, poor lighting. You open it up. Is it a real body? Is it a sex doll? You don't know for sure, right? But fortunately, that was taken care of. Holy cow. Coming up on Tuesday, September 1st, this is going to be a fun event, and I hope you get your tickets. It is the Evening Edge sneak peek party of the Cheez-It Green and Green historical marker. It's going on at Carillon Brewing Company over there at Carillon Historical Park. That's where a couple of years ago we had the big reveal of the Cheez-It statue, which is now in the collection over there at Carillon. They are working on an exhibit, working on a plan to create an exhibit where it will be featured, not just Cheez-It, but other Dayton area things that sort of have to do with recreation and leisure, and somehow Cheez-It crackers fall into that category. But we're going to be doing the show live 5 to 7 p.m. on that Tuesday, September 1st. And it's limited space. So we are selling tickets. Now, the tickets are only $10. That's very affordable. It's not like a concert or anything like that. And nobody's looking to make any big money off of this. I mean, the proceeds do go to the Carillon Historical Park. But you're going to get unlimited soft drinks. You're going to get your own bag of Cheez-Its. You're also going to get a very cool commemorative poster, Evening Edge Cheez-It commemorative poster. So, and plus the bragging rights for being there. We are going to try to live stream it, but I would love to have you there. Tickets are available on my Facebook page. You'll find the link. You can also go to eveningedgetodd.com. Go to that website. You'll see a graphic that talks about the event. Just click on it, and that will take you to the Carolina Historical Park ticketing page. But I'd love to see you out there. Tickets are moving, so get them while you can.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Oh, Todd? Okay, yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Now from the
Leslie, I just sent my contact over there a message asking that very question. I think other people have asked that, and I do not know the answer. I believe the answer is yes, but they're normally closed on Tuesday, but they are opening for this event, so we'll see. We will see. I mean, if they're going to have people there serving drinks and the bar is going to be open, I would imagine that they will be. But I've sent the message and I will find out. Oh, interesting, William. I didn't know that that's where it started. I wonder if all the guys out there walking around with sagging pants know that they're what they're doing. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. 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 Leslie, I'm glad you've never been to jail. Neither have I. Though I have been in a jail cell before. When I was a kid, my dad sold computers, and he sold the city of Kettering Police Department a new computer system. This is like a big mainframe computer kind of thing. This is all before the internet and all that stuff. And he managed to get me a tour of the Kettering Police Department. So we went over there, and the guy took us on the tour, and then he took us to the holding cell, and he said, well, go on in there, check it out, see what it's like in there. So I go in there, and then and my dad's on the outside with the cop, with whoever it was, the captain, and they shut the door. And I jumped about 10 feet. I turned around, and they're like, yeah, you don't want to be in there, do you? Keep your nose clean, kid. Scared straight. Never forget that. I actually have a story about prison coming up. Oddly enough. Totally Tubular Festival. Do 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 do. Yay.
Dayton's news and talk.
From the birthplace of aviation, WHIO, Dayton, Springfield, WHIO-FM, Pleasant Hill.
Latest on watches and warnings from the National Weather Service. We'll have that for you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 at 95.7 WHIO.
We are going to have mad fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Get off my lawn.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up after 6:30, it is Wing It Wednesday, brought to you by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. We'll have some folks here from the Salvation Army talking about their big back-to-school bash happening this Friday. That's coming up after 6:30. But right now, we have Jerk Alert.
Jerk alert. Okay,
That's what I said.
He's just being a jerk.
said.
Oh, shut up, jerk.
Great big jerk!
He's content to be a jerk, big jerk.
Hey, stupid jerk!
You know, I know as lots of times when men get older, they become very particular about people getting in their lawn, being in their lawn, playing in their lawn. Hence that little drop right there that I played. You know, this one, it's...
Get off my lawn.
You know, that kind of thing, right? And I kind of get it. As I've gotten older, I'm sort of particular, persnickety when it comes to that. But I would never go to the extreme as this 39-year-old guy, Kyle James Steffen, did in Minnesota. He's facing charges because he was sick and tired of kids getting in his yard, messing around in his yard, riding their bikes through his yard, just all these different things. So what he did instead of talking to the parents, he placed 43-inch spikes in his lawn to try to deter the kids from riding their bikes on their way to a nearby park. Apparently, they would cut through his yard. The park's right there. Now, I understand. Again, you don't want kids messing with your yard, and especially riding bikes, because it creates a path, and then it's just a problem. There was a house like that in my neighborhood that led to a park, and the people would get so irritated with all the kids come from the neighborhood because they cut right along the fence line and beat down a path to the park. I get it. But you don't deal with that by putting out 3-inch spikes. 40 of them. Well, now he's charged with a misdemeanor. And because that is basically like a booby trap. They call it a pitfall, I guess. But anyway, he's now facing 180 days in jail and a $1,000 fine. That's not how you deal with kids in your yard.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
A mean dog would also keep the kids out of the yard. Well, Leslie, I just texted Brady because my other contact's not responding. So I'll see if I can get an answer.
95.7 WHIO, Dayton's News and Talk. Depend on it.
WHIO is all news.
Dayton's News
all talk.
And talk.
All the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
It's Todd.
It's Todd, honey.
He's funny.
Monday through Friday.
5 to 7.
On the radio?
You can tell she likes Todd for Todd. He's a nut. Real character, that one.
Todd, let's do this.
Get the show started.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Hey, who wants to have some fun? I do. Now, you just saying you want to have fun, or do you really want to have fun?
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up after 6:30, it is Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. We're going to have Major Misty and Captain Rebecca from the Salvation Army talking about the big Salvation Back to School Bash happening this Friday, so they'll be here shortly. Also, I have tickets to give away for MOTLEY CRUE. They're going to be at the River Bend Music Center on August 25th. I believe that is a Tuesday. It's also my wedding anniversary. If you'd like to take the current events quiz and score those tickets, just be the sixth caller. 937-957-1290. And we'll get you on the air, and you can take the quiz. Just be caller number 6. I saw this story last night, and I appreciate, by the way, Storm Center 7 meteorologist Nick Dunn was on the show last night just after 6:30 talking about the crazy weather we had yesterday, the threat of rain and storms that we had last night and also this morning, and so on and so forth. So I really appreciate him being on last night. But last night he posted a story that caught my attention because I witnessed something like this when I was a teenager, and I will never forget it. This happened in Lorain County, Ohio, at the at one of the prisons. It doesn't say which prison. How did I miss that in there? But it was I guess it's up towards Cleveland. Either way, last night during the storms, or yesterday during the storms, 16 prisoners were returning from their evening meal, and I guess they go outside. You know, like they go from maybe the commissary / restaurant or whatever you call it, the mess hall. What do you call it in prison? I have no idea. Where they eat dinner, back to their cell block, and they had to go outside. They got struck by lightning. 16 prisoners struck by lightning. As of this morning, 7 inmates were in the hospital recovering. One of the inmates was seriously hurt by the lightning and flown to the hospital. The other 9 inmates were treated at the hospital and are back at the prison. No prison staff members were injured. Years and years ago, the State Cup soccer tournament used to be held in Beaver Creek. And I don't know if it's still, I don't even know if they still have a State Cup. But at the time, this was back in the mid to late 80s. This was a big deal. State Cup if you played soccer. Anyway, it was in Beaver Creek. And I remember I was at Beaver Valley Soccer Fields right there off of Beaver Valley. I was with my dad. My team was not playing, but a bunch of friends of mine, their team was playing. So we went and we watched. But as we watched the game, we could see that storms were starting to roll in, right? They were starting to get dark. And my dad was like, hey, we should probably go to the car. It's starting to look a bit ominous. So we went back to the car. Well, actually, he went back to the car first, and then I followed. And just as I got in the car, not 10 seconds later, lightning strikes across the field on the other side of the road. Now, I will never forget this. And if you've been to a soccer game, a kid's soccer game, you know what I'm talking about. You've got parents lined up all along the sideline in their chairs, right? In that moment when the lightning hit and you hear this tremendous crack, I saw probably a row of 40 people just all fall forward. They all went down to the ground. Not far from them on one of the other fields, there were a couple of people standing, and they went down. Well, the guy that was in that field, sort of off by himself, he took the brunt of it and ended up, well, he went into a coma and was in a coma for a number of months and passed away. He was from Columbus. But I remember, the rain was pouring, there was lightning and thunder and all that. And folks there were trying to give this guy CPR. But I will never forget that this row of people just down to the ground, and that force just knocked them off their feet. Just the most frightening thing I've ever seen in regards to lightning. So now I take heed, man. When I see lightning, I'm in. I am not going to go through that. Some people like playing fast and loose with that. That's not what you want to do. That's not what you want to do. Tracy in Tip City. How you doing, Tracy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. You're here to play the current events quiz.
Yep.
All right, let's get it going.
Oh my God! Listen, everybody!
It's the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz.
Pop quiz, hot shot!
Can you answer the question?
I bet you think you're pretty smart, huh?
Now, here's your host, Todd Hollst.
Sponsored locally by Titan Graphics. Thank you very much, Norm Kelly, official announcer of the Evening Edge Current Events Quiz. Now, Tracy, are you a longtime listener to the show?
Actually, I am. I'm a first-time caller.
Oh, well, I'm going to give you some casino bells for that.
Thank you. We just got to meet you actually Sunday at the ice cream place.
Oh, so remind me. I mean, I remember.
We had the two yellow Mopars.
Yes, I talked about your cars last night on the show.
I heard that.
Yeah, that was so cool. Well, I'm glad. First of all, it was good to meet you on Sunday. Thanks for coming out to the Ice Cream Social, and I appreciate you calling the show and listening.
It was nice to meet you too. We were really happy to finally get a chance to meet you.
Very cool, very cool. So, all right. So you know how to play the current events quiz, right?
I sure do.
All right. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm going to give Tracy 3 questions, 3 possible answers, A, B, or C. Tracy, tell everybody, what is the answer always?
B.
C, that is correct. All right. All of these stories tonight have to do with just weird news. All right. Here we go. Okay. Question number 1. After losing federal funding, a team of researchers studying at a university in Colorado, and they're studying marmots, are starting to raise funds by A, allowing wagering on high-stakes marmot racing, B, offering private wine parties with marmots, or C, they've started a Marmots OnlyFans page.
Oh, my gosh. Those are all good. I want to go with B, but let's go with C.
You got it. That is correct. Yeah, I think a wine party with some marmots might be kind of fun.
Yep, fruit's important.
Yeah. All right, here's question number 2. Cops in New Hampshire trying to arrest a man with warrants had to take cover when the man began A, launching a potato cannon at them, B, launching water balloons at them, or C, launching fireworks at them.
A and C are good, but I'm going to go with C.
You got it. Yeah, he just, in his garage, he just started shooting mortars at him. Leftover from 4th of July, I guess. Yeah. All right, here's question number 3 for the big win. A high school football player in Arkansas got the shock of his life when A, his teammates soaked his mouth guard in vinegar, B, his coach gave him a new jersey with the name on the back printed bench warmer, or C, he found a 2-foot pipe. Let me say that again. C, he found a 2-foot pit. Let me try that one more time. C, he found a 2-foot pit viper hiding inside the padding of his football helmet he was wearing.
Oh, Lord. C, and fire. Fire.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, so this crazy story, this kid was out there, they were practicing, preseason, he was all padded up, football gear, the whole deal, and he's standing there and he's feeling something inside of his helmet moving around. So he pulls it off and looks inside, and there's a snake. So he takes it to his coach and says, "Hey, coach, there's a snake in my helmet." And it turns out it was a cottonmouth, venomous cottonmouth pit viper.
Oh, so that's a big no.
That is a big no. But I will say that's probably the scariest thing he will face this year playing football. I mean, facing some big linemen might be a little scary, but having a pit viper in your helmet, that probably takes the cake for sure. All right.
Definitely.
Well, congratulations, Tracy. Hang on the line. We'll get your details and we'll get those tickets to you, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great evening.
You too, and that's how you play the current events quiz.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
I'll be back.
Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Coming up after the news here at 6:30, it is Wing It Wednesday. Sponsored by My USA Credit Union. We've got Major Misty and Captain Rebecca from the Salvation Army. We're going to be talking about the big back-to-school bash happening on Friday and some of the many other programs they have there at the Salvation Army Kroc Center and how they serve our community. So that's coming up after the news. But now we got some food news.
Who's got the food?
Well, what's your favorite food?
No flavors your food.
This is a lot of food.
Isn't it glorious?
How you get so big that you hold up this kind? It is so scrumptious.
I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I feel like we have almost gotten to the point where we've crossed the line on unusual food collaborations, where they just try to bring two things together that don't seemingly belong together, but they just throw them in there and let's see what happens. I feel like we've run out of good ideas. And I would say one of the biggest offenders, and it's hard for me to say this because I absolutely love Oreos. Oreos are just the best. If I was going to have a last meal, it would be, I would want golden Oreos on these, on that menu. Now they're not available here yet. However, Oreo China has teamed up with a limited edition release of Oreo flavored KFC chicken. My guests are in the studio like, that's just stupid. I love that. Yeah. So what they're doing here is they're removing the cream, the beautiful Oreo cream that we all love, and they are changing it with a savory filling that's inspired by the KFC original recipe, the 11 herbs and spices. That just seems like that's too far. We've gone too far. We've gone overboard with these food collaborations. But I got to be honest, I think I'd probably try it because I like fried chicken. I certainly love Oreos. Maybe we'll get those here. We'll see.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education. It's entertainment. It's fun for the entire family. And it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Let me get it here. Yeah, there we go. All right. So everybody say hello to Major Misty and Captain Rebecca.
Hi.
They're from the Salvation Army. And as you all know, I've been working closely with the Salvation Army for the last couple of years. A lot of this stuff too will repeat when we actually get on the air. So if you tell me something now, feel free to tell it to me again. All right. So, but they've got this this cool event coming up on Friday. It's the Back to School Bash. I was out there last year. Last year was on a Saturday. This year it's on a Friday. But they had free food. Right? You had hot dogs and burgers.
Yeah. This year we got walking tacos.
Walking tacos. There you go. Lots of bounce houses.
Bounce houses. We're going to have a foam party. We've got clothes to give away.
Oh, yeah.
And we have something actually really special this year related to bikes.
Oh, we have a bike giveaway happening.
Oh, wow.
So, 8 different bikes that people can
register to.
It's like a drawing.
Okay,
so
yeah.
Every child that comes will get a ticket and they can put their name and information and
get a
chance to win a bike. Yep.
That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. So that'll be fun. It starts I think 5:30.
Yep. 5:30.
Yeah,
and
5:30.
it goes till 8 p.m.
5:30 to 8. Yep.
And even if it rains, we're still gonna have it. It just
You're
will
gonna
be a
do
little
it.
bit
Yeah.
different, but we're still gonna have it.
Yeah, that's it's a tough thing about doing outdoor events in the summertime around here. You just never know what the weather's going to be. Unfortunately,
no.
We try to predict it. Don't always do a good job at it. We do our best. So I'll probably ask you guys a little bit about yourself. You're new here to the community, where you came from, and kind of your history and all that, because it's important for the people, I think, to get to know you. Yeah. You guys, I've been working with Salvation Army now going on 2 years, and I have folks come in probably 4 or 5 times a year, at least once a quarter. Every quarter, somebody comes in, talks about the events or whatever you're doing, and
Nice.
and anything else.
That's awesome.
Comes
Appreciate
along.
the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you for doing that.
Oh yeah, we love it. I mean, and I think did I tell you my connection to I can't remember. I know when we first met, it was very, very brief, and we had an event going on.
Yeah.
So when my mom, she grew up around here, and when she was little, they didn't have a lot. And for a number of Christmas holidays, Salvation Army provided food, and I would imagine some gifts or, that kind of thing, for her family. And this was back in like the 40s, So ever since, every year she has given to the Salvation Army. It's just kind of a standard thing that she does. So when we started talking to Tim and Paul and Martina a couple of years ago, I thought, this is my way of kind of trying to continue that legacy. I could write a check, but I'd much rather do something more active and have you guys on and go out there and do different things. And
it's very helpful to get the word out to some people.
Yeah.
Appreciate the platform.
Yeah, it's a really, really good relationship, and I like doing it. And a lot of times radio people, they kind of put all their energy into one or two nonprofits, something like, whether it's pets or adoptions or foster children or whatever it might be. I like doing Wing It Wednesday because I have all different types of groups coming in. Yeah. It's not just one thing, I've had motorcycle clubs come in where they're doing, bike runs. Yeah. I've had churches come in that are having festivals. I've had lots of pet rescues, and all kinds of different nonprofits. So it works out. Yeah. I just like doing it that way.
Yeah, it's nice you get to help a lot of different people, and
have that diversity,
and they get that extra, publicity.
Yeah. Advertising is not cheap. So if you can come on the radio station and talk for 15, 20 minutes about what you do,
big. Yeah.
That's invaluable. All right, here we go. About 30 seconds. All right.
Tax relief.
HIO is all news,
Dayton's news
all talk,
and talk
all the time. The WHIO News Traffic and Weather Center is active. If news breaks, we'll break in. This is the Miami Valley's radio station, WHIO.
Depend on it.
And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff.
Could this day get any more fantastic?
Let's get on with it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it.
So we're just going to wing it?
You know, I think I'm just going to wing it.
Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube, and it is Wing It Wednesday, sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. Joining me in the studio, some new friends of mine we just met maybe a couple of months ago, 4th of July, right? Yep, it's Major Misty and Captain Rebecca.
Hi.
And I did sort of pre-introduce you guys as like superheroes
Oh, my.
because it sounded very much like Major Misty and Captain Rebecca.
Sounds good. We just need a cape to go with it, maybe.
That's right. I mean, you've got the uniforms already from the Salvation Army. Yeah.
True.
Maybe I think I've seen some folks from the Salvation Army in capes before.
I wouldn't put that past anybody to dress up and have some fun. For
I
sure.
feel like it was maybe part of the uniform at one time.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah.
Yes,
This
actually
is
it
what
was.
I'm saying.
Back
This
in the UK, we used to have that. Yeah, absolutely.
See, there you
know
go.
your history. Wow.
There you go. You've
That's
already somewhere there's a box of capes that aren't being used at the
We gotta
Croc
get
Center.
them back.
Find them. All right. Well, you guys, you just got. We're going to get to the school after the back to school bash and all the other stuff that you guys do at the Salvation Army Croc Center. But you're new to the area. We had Major Paul and Martina Cornell.
Yep.
They've been on the show a number of times. They're sweet, wonderful people.
Absolutely.
But part of the way the Salvation Army works is when you are in a leadership role, you go places for a couple of years, and then you move on to another place and do whatever you need to do there. And you've just arrived here in the Dayton area. So first of all, let me start with you, Major Misty. Where did you come from, and aren't you glad to be here?
I am. I'm absolutely glad to be here in Dayton. So before I was here at the Salvation Army Dayton Croc, I actually Beck and I both were the divisional youth secretaries in northern New England. So we got to be in the beautiful state of Maine on the coast. And we oversaw the youth work in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, as well as we were the camp directors for Camp Sebago for a summer camp, a residential summer camp for kids. And so I've been in all kinds of places for the Salvation Army, but I am a native to Ohio.
Oh, where are you from?
Yeah, I originally grew up in Massillon, Ohio.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm no stranger to Ohio, but I've never been in Dayton, and I'm excited to be here.
Well, how are you enjoying the rainy weather over the last?
Well,
it's a little off the charts. Yeah.
There was a tornado warning the other week, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah,
because I'm not used to that.
Well, let's talk to you, Captain Rebecca. Where are you from? What's your background?
So my background, well, I shared the last appointment with Misty. Like she said, we were divisional youth secretaries. I have a background in the Army. I was born in the Army. My parents are pastors for the Army, Salvation Army officers. So I've been in it my whole life. Yeah.
And where are you from originally?
So originally, that's a loaded question. I was born in Paris, France.
Okay.
My dad is French. My mom is English, but they've done missionary work. So I've been on the move quite a bit throughout my life.
Oh, interesting. Well, glad to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
Glad to have you here. Now, did you and Major Paul and Martina kind of, I wouldn't say swap. I mean, you didn't swap positions, but they went to New England.
Yeah, they went to Massachusetts.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
Divisional commanders. So they're leading the work of the Salvation Army in Massachusetts.
Yes, they were very kind. They've invited Mary and I to come, my wife, to visit them in Boston.
Oh yeah, you definitely should take them up. Boston's a beautiful city.
Yeah,
lots of history.
Well, let's talk about the back to school bash that's happening on Friday. This sounds like a great time. This is a good opportunity for folks to bring out their kids and sort of celebrate going back to school, because you want it to be a positive thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's sometimes it's not. Kids aren't always looking forward to it, but I will tell you, last year when I was out at the back to school bash, all those kids seemed to be pumped up and ready to go. They were excited. So let's talk about some of the activities, the events, all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, so we're really excited for the back to school bash. Like you said, it's on Friday. It's going to start at 5:30, finish around 8. We're going to have a bunch of different things available, inflatables, a foam party. We have a room filled with clothes. So if any kids need some of those new clothes and shoes for school, we have that. And of course, school supplies.
Oh, yeah. Now, last year, I think I remember seeing backpacks running around. Were there, you're going to have backpacks?
There
for
will
the
be
kids?
some backpacks. Yes.
Nice, nice. And shoes?
Shoes and some clothes.
Yeah.
All kinds of supplies. We're even going to have
this year we have a drawing for bicycles for all ages. So there'll be 8 different bicycles available in different ranges. People can get a ticket for a drawing and put their name in it and hopefully win a bike. And we also have an electric scooter. So we'd love to.
Oh my gosh,
give
an
those
electric
away.
scooter.
Yeah.
Some fun stuff to get ready for school.
Now,
Yes.
I could see your marketing guy Tim racing around the Croc Center grounds on the
I'd like to see
electric
that.
scooter.
I think that
Maybe he could wear a cape.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I think he could become the new superhero for the
Super
Salvation
Croc.
Army. Yeah, on a electric scooter. That's cool. So all right, so we've got that on Friday. You can get information on it on their website. Just go to, I think it's Dayton Croc Center, right?
.org.
.org. Yeah. You can find information on that as well. But the thing I love about the Salvation Army is that, and I've been to the Croc Center, and that campus is just beautiful. There's all kinds of activities there for folks here in the community. Of course, they've got the gym, they've got pickleball, they've got basketball, they've got ping pong. I mean, they've got all kinds of stuff going on. Oh, and that beautiful soccer facility. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I grew up playing soccer, and I'm jealous every time I go over there because we were playing in a pasture, basically. And that is just a beautiful turf facility.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's just great. It's just great. But let's talk about some of the other services that you have over there. I mean, you've got the library, right? You've got a study area.
Yeah, we have a tech center where people can come and use our computers. They can also do gaming if they'd like. And we also have after school programs available to the children in the community. And senior programs for the senior citizens. As well as some support services. So if people need help with their utilities or with Christmas assistance, as we get closer to Christmas, people start thinking about that already. That's a thought that goes through a lot of people's minds. So, if somebody needs that, we're there to help with that as well.
I remember earlier this year, I was out at one of the events, and it's the community event where they have all the different services throughout the Miami Valley come.
Oh yeah, the resource fair.
That's right. And I spoke to a woman. I think it might have been one of the vice presidents from AES. And she was out there talking about how they've teamed up with Salvation Army to help folks pay those electric bills and gas bills, because sometimes it just you get behind, and then you've got a family that is relying on that, but they are very helpful in making that happen so they can keep the lights on, as they say.
Yeah, so that's definitely
it's our Gift of Power program.
Yeah. So you're out in the community, you're doing all these wonderful things. Coming to this new space for you guys, this new location. When you come here, I mean, what sort of vision do you have, moving forward? Is it, I mean, you're obviously going to continue to do the great work, but I mean, I'm always interested when leadership like this changes. Do you come in with a new agenda and like, well, what could we do? Or do we just keep the machine rolling? Or I'm just curious.
Yeah, so I mean, we come in and we try to kind of look at the situation, right? We don't want to make changes right away, but I think the one thing about the Salvation Army is that we're very clear in our mission. Mm-hmm. So despite where we might be appointed to, our mission is serving the community, and that's what we want to continue doing. We want to be a central hub of the community, that they know that if they need something, they can come to us. and we're going to try and help them meet that need. So I think we share in that mission of serving everybody to the best of our ability.
Yeah. So we've got the school back to school bash coming up on Friday. And I know last year we had a really fun sort of fall harvest.
Yeah, Croctober.
Croctober,
Yes.
that's right. I dressed up as Darth Vader last
Oh,
year.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I look forward to seeing that.
The kids, well, I'll see how
maybe
You might do
something
something different.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He seemed to go over pretty well last
Oh,
year.
okay.
Yeah, I did. There were a couple of kids that were also dressed up as Darth Vader, and we had some fun with that. So that was a lot of fun. And then we've got the Christmas to look forward to.
Yes,
Yeah,
celebrate
celebrate
Christmas. We're new, but I'm already super excited about that. I hear that
Yeah.
it's going to be a full-on winter experience. A winter wonderland is our theme this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
I will say
exciting.
there will be something like Candyland involved.
Oh, this will be great. This will be great.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, let's take a break, and then we'll come back and we will talk more and maybe go through some more of the programs that you guys have that folks can get more details on once again at DaytonCroc.org. Hang tight. We'll be back in one moment.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's education, it's entertainment, it's fun for the entire family, and it is the most American thing in all of America.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Now from the WHIO News Center, the three big things you need to know. The National Weather Service issues flood warnings for western counties of the Miami Valley. People are being evacuated from their homes in parts of Wayne County, Indiana, because of the flooding. And the Storm Center is activated as constant rain leads to flooding problems around the area. Full details on these stories and more next scheduled newscast coming up at 7 o'clock. I'm Ron Otto, WHIO Continuing News.
Traffic sponsored by Grismer Tire and Auto Service. Expert brake repair you can trust. Make sure you can stop when you need to the most. Get a little peace of mind by making an appointment today with your trusted brake repair experts at GrismerTire.com.
Got a crash on State Route 4 northbound at near 444. Lanes may be affected. Right. A crash on southbound 75, mile 53 at Route 35. Slight slowdown in that neighborhood. A crash in Harrison Township at Catalpa Drive in West.
Thank you, Leslie. Leslie on the live stream. She's the one that reminds me that during the commercial breaks, I am supposed to kill the audio from the station because otherwise they will hear commercials or the news, which they find annoying. So I sometimes forget to turn off the buttons, especially when I have guests in here, because I get distracted and talking and I'm like, oh, yeah. So Leslie is one of many that just yells, buttons, big cap letters, buttons. It's appreciated, though. It is appreciated. Yeah. Yeah. So how long were you did you live in Paris?
I was born there.
Mm-hmm.
Until I was 3, and then we went to England, and then when I was 7, we went back to Paris. So in total, I would say over a decade.
Okay. I had the great fortune to visit there back in 2006. One of my best friends that I grew up with was an engineer for Caterpillar Company. He designed bulldozers, and they have a factory center in Grenoble, France, in the French Alps. In fact, he had a house that was on the side of the ski hill where they had the Olympics back in, I think, back in the 60s. I can't remember what year, but I introduced him to his wife, who I had worked with in broadcasting. But anyway, they flew me over there, and I stayed with them for 9 days, and half of it we went to Paris. And beautiful, beautiful city, but I've never walked so much in my life. In fact, Mary and I were talking about this last night. We were watching some show, and there was this long trek up this staircase. And they weren't in France, but it reminded me of that church, the big white church that's up on the Mary's, I don't know. Okay. But it's this beautiful big white church up on this hill, and there's the stairs at the very front of it that you sit and you can look out over. It's just gorgeous. But there is a staircase that leads from sort of the town below up to the church. And I seem to recall somewhere close to there's also a tram or something that you can take up, right? You can, because it's a very, very, yeah. Well, it wasn't working. Yeah, it wasn't working. And my buddy, we'd already walked all over the place. And he's like, well, I love this church. I want to go up because he's been up there before, and you can go up into the top of it, or so we made that trek, and oh my gosh,
I bet your legs felt like jelly afterwards.
I got to the top and I said, you enjoy the church. I'm going to sit out here with all the tourists and the French people
and watch
the city from afar, and you can go up in the little tower. I said, I couldn't, because you also have to walk back.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go down you got to go down the stairs, and then you got to make it to the subway station somewhere.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Misty actually came to Paris once, and I showed her around.
Oh yeah.
She knows what you're talking about, because we went there. Yeah.
I mean, it was just beautiful, but really it was
a lot of walking.
I don't know. Did we go all the way to the top, or we went like halfway and we just like kind of?
No, we went to the top. Yeah.
I mean, I remember we went down the entire length of the Champs-Élysées. We went through walked all through the famous cemetery, like where Jim Morrison is buried, and I mean, and I said, this is why everybody's so thin over there. It's because they all smoke.
Dayton, Springfield, WHIO FM, Pleasant Hill.
The Miami Valley has a small window to dry off. Of the latest at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst. Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Just kind of wing it and see where the moment takes us.
Yeah, I think we should probably just wing it.
If you go in there, you're going to have to wing it.
Sometimes you just gotta wing it, right?
Or we could just wing it.
Go ahead and wing it.
So we're just gonna wing it?
I think I'm just going to wing it.
Wing it.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. And Wing It Wednesday is sponsored by My USA Credit Union, your best financial friend. Joining me in the studio, Major Misty and Captain Rebecca from the Salvation Army Kroc Center right here in Dayton. They're located at 1000 North Kiwi Street in Dayton. And this Friday is their big back-to-school bash. Free food, bounce houses, entertainment. There's going to be clothes given away, and shoes and backpacks and school supplies and all this great stuff for folks right here in our community. We also wanted to talk about, you guys were mentioning you've got this really cool music program.
Yeah.
There at the Kroc Center.
Yeah, so we have a cool music program called Spotlight, and this year we're starting September 8th, and it's free to the community. Come at 5 p.m. Your kids will get some food, and then they've got the opportunity to learn an instrument or to get involved in dance, or in the Salvation Army we have timbrels, which is also pretty cool.
Right.
So different options for free music education for for the kids.
You've got this really great facility over there, that stage. I mean, I know it kind of doubles as the sanctuary, but you do performances and different things. And you've also got a movie theater, by the way, which I've been in, which is pretty cool.
Movies on the regular.
Nights,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. Have you ever thought about doing a talent show?
Oh, that's a good idea. I think a lot of people would enjoy that.
I think it would. To see you guys performing, doing something, right?
Yeah,
Juggling.
absolutely.
No?
I was thinking unicycle, but
well,
juggling, I could try.
sure. I would, if you guys do a talent show, I would love to be involved.
Awesome.
So I'll come over there and do something. I don't know
would be
what
great.
it'll be. Yeah.
I think that could be fun.
Yeah. And speaking of your sanctuary, you have church services every Sunday, don't you?
We do. We have church services every Sunday at 11 a.m. and everyone is invited. It's welcome. It's open for anyone.
Yeah, it's a good time to worship, a time to share in the word, and to fellowship. Yeah, we enjoy being with one another.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place to set aside distractions and be able just to focus on
the Lord.
On Lord.
Well, the thing that I love about the Kroc Center, and I've talked about this before, is that campus is so beautiful. And once you get into the building, right, and if you go out into the courtyard area, it really is very relaxing and quiet, and it really is a great place to kind of go and reflect.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think the courtyard is one of our favorite areas.
Yeah.
We often go there, and if you sit in the middle center bit, there's music playing, so it's really a nice place to just reflect and chill.
So if you haven't had a chance to get the opportunity to go over to the Kroc Center, you really should go check it out. It's just a tremendous resource, not just for the people in that part of our community, but really just all over the Miami Valley and, Dayton, and all the sports programs for the kids and the services for the seniors. It's just really great. So, but I appreciate you guys being on the show.
Thank you for having us.
And good luck with the back to school bash on Friday.
Thank
you so much.
Sounds like a good
look
time.
Forward to seeing everyone there.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you for the chicken wings.
Oh, hope they're good.
I love the wings from your from the Kroc Center. What do you call it? The cafe. That's
which
right.
is open to anybody. So come on by
every
and try
single
them.
day.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, there you go, folks. That's the show. Thanks for listening tonight. Don't forget you can get the podcast of this show at eveningedgetodd.com and many other podcast platforms. You can always check out the replay of the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow just after 5. And don't forget, tickets. You got to get the tickets for the Evening Edge sneak peek party of the Cheez-It Green and Green historical marker at Carillon Brewing Company. You can find the link at eveningedgetodd.com.
So that's it?
I'm afraid so.
That was exciting.
But I've heard enough of this weird crap.
We'll try again tomorrow. Yeah.
That's all for tonight, folks.
All right, we'll see you next time.
So pull the plug already.